God bless America. God bless.
भारत भाग्य विधाता मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा
Thank you for all your services for our country, your dedications and your sacrifices. We salute you, sir. You all are from army. We really salute you guys. Ranking. I am engineer. I know all the rankings in engineers, but for army I don't know. So forgive me if I am not calling in the order that is required. Next, Captain Preeti Gupta. Is she here?
No, she's not here.
No. Brigadier Naveen Ahuja. Brigadier Satish Sarvate. Flight Lieutenant Sanjay Sharma. Lieutenant Colonel Deepak Saxena. and our own Arvind Ankleshwari. Did I mix?
जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द से महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे न रहे
We went through some difficult 800 years under the occupation of Islamic invaders and then Britishers. But the spirit of India always survived. Either they are jealous of us or they are trying to change the things. They think that they can bring the Mughal Raj back or whatever might be their intentions. But India has become center of innovation.
I think we deserve a larger round of applause for Hemant Bhai.
So this program was not meant for entertainment, so at least I hope you are learning something and creating a patriotic spirit. The Federation of Indian Associations, also called FIA Chicago, is one of the greatest umbrella organizations in the Midwest, with around 60 member organizations. For more than 46 years, FIA Chicago has served the Indian American community with pride and dedication. Since 1980, FIA has celebrated our rich Indian heritage and organized one of the Midwest's largest India Day Parade. On August 15, 1947, India gained independence from British rule, but freedom was not free. Millions sacrificed, all those veterans know what I am talking about. And countless freedom fighters endured hardship and gave their lives to make India free. That is the reason why Independence Day must be celebrated with pride and deep respect. my heartfelt gratitude and tribute to our heroes, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Rani Lakshmibai, Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, Sardar Patel, Veer Savarkar, and the countless others whose sacrifices made our freedom possible. Please give them a big round of applause. This year we celebrate 150 years of Vande Mataram, a timeless symbol of patriotism, love for Bharat, and the sacrifices of our freedom fighters. We also celebrate India's independence alongside America's 250th anniversary, honoring two of the world's oldest and largest democracies, and two powerful economies, America number 1 and India number 4, and two powerful armed forces, again America number 1 and India number 4. Please give them big. Freedom brings responsibility. There are internal and external forces determined to destroy both democracies by exploiting the generosity of democratic values. Democracy is a number game. Democracies can be used to kill democracy itself. Let us remain vigilant and protect democracy, liberty, peace, and human dignity in both Bharat and America. Just 8 months ago, the government of Israel invited a 15-member Indian-American delegation, and I was fortunate to be among them. Thank you, Israel. I was deeply moved when I visited the site near the Gaza border, where 1,200 innocent Israelis were brutally killed. More than 100 homes were burned, 251 hostages were captured, and 1,600 cars were burned by Hamas terrorists in the October 7 terrorist attack. And how can we forget the Pahalgam terrorist attack? 26 young men were brutally killed after Pakistani terrorists asked their names and pulled their pants down to identify them as Hindus. 25 of them were Hindus. The brutality happened in front of their wives and children. What else can be more horrible? Indian armed force retaliated precisely and decisively. We are so much blessed and honored to have one of those heroes, Lieutenant General K.J. Dhillon, who played a big role in Operation Sindoor. Bringing Pakistan to its knee.
Yes.
Proud of the Indian Armed Forces, you all. Proud of General Dhillon. Proud of all veterans here. Please give them a standing ovation. Thank you. Including our beloved America, almost all countries around the world are suffering from terrorism. According to some reports, more than 49,600 terrorist attacks have occurred worldwide in the past 26 years since 9/11 alone, including 103 attacks here in America, 2,505 in India, and 752 in Israel. It's an ideological war. The world needs to research these terrorist attacks, identify their common denominator and the root cause, and ask why they terrorize the world. The answer may lead us to solution. It's not rocket science to find the root cause and a solution. World is smarter. It just needs political and social willpower. Why do I keep raising this uncomfortable issue wherever I get this microphone? Because silence is an indirect support. If we fail to speak out, followed by actions, we risk terrorism to spread. This issue must be raised on every platform worldwide. Every leader, big or small, must continue to speak out and raise awareness. That is the first step. Let us celebrate freedom with pride and let us work together for a peaceful, prosperous and terror-free world. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind, God bless India, God bless America, and thank you very much for listening.
And before I begin, I will also tell General Sahab that we have one civilian colonel here who does the surgical strike every day. Please, round of applause for our President Hemant Patel. So he is here to serve the nations, protect the Sanatan Dharma, protect our nation, and every single day he does multiple surgical strikes. So thank you Hemant Bhai for your job. We are all proud of you.
Kamal, we love you!
Lieutenant General Kamaljeet Singh Dhillon, Param Vashist Seva Medal, Uttam Yudh Seva Medal, Vashist Seva Medal is a 1983 commissioned Indian Army officer who in his service spanning almost 4 decades has held various appointments in combat zones and senior administrative capacities in the Indian Army.
Jai Hind. And I thank everyone for inviting me here. I would like to say special thanks to Mr. Somnath Ghosh, our ambassador here, Dr. Santosh, and of course the Deputy Secretary General of Israel and all the other dignitaries. And today I am so proud to be standing in a city, Chicago, where almost 133 years ago, we have Swami Vivekananda's portrait here, who stood in this city and spoke about Indianness. He started his talk with brothers and sisters of America. And that bond between India and America continues till now, and it shall continue further. It will only grow stronger. I'm also standing here among the portraits of the freedom fighters, starting with Shahid Bhagat Singh, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Sardar Patel, all 3 my personal heroes. I admire their qualities of leadership, I admire their qualities of bringing India the freedom and freedom which we enjoy. As was being told by Hemant Bhai that freedom did not come for free. Freedom was paid for. Freedom was paid for by the blood and sweat of the Indians. Freedom was paid for the prayers of the mothers and sisters and daughters of the freedom fighters. Freedom was paid for by each and every Indian who stood for Indianness and fought for Indianness. The Kala Pani jail, the Salwa jail, in Andaman Nicobar stands witness to that thing. The freedom, the sword arms were places like Punjab, the literary arms were places like Bengal. They were the people, and starting from Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukhdev, Lajpat Rai, Chandrasekhar Azad, and many other freedom fighters. The list is endless. Their contribution is what we are celebrating even after 79 years today. And even today, the sustaining that freedom is not free. While we sit here, there is someone standing guard on the borders, either in Siachen or in jungles of Arunachal Pradesh or on the line of control in Kashmir, and guarding the freedom of India away from his family, away from his parents, away from his wife, away from his children. That unknown soldier who guards the freedom for India for us is the biggest Indian on this earth. We are fortunate to have veterans here with us. They have given their prime to the nation. They have given the youth their, जिसको हम बोलते हैं कि बचपन, जवानी. बचपन, why I'm saying is, most of us were together in National Defence Academy at the age of 16 and a half to 17 years of age. We are wearing uniform since that age. 40 years was told, that 4 years of training was not told. So it is 44 years if you really look at it. So that is what these mavericks, these people who don't care for their families, don't care for how much they're getting paid for, what are their privileges, what are their perks, where they're staying. You know, we have stayed at places where you don't meet another person for next 40 days. When my daughter was born, I came to know after 3 days. I could speak to my daughter, to my wife, after 16 days. And I went home after 2.5 months. Kargil war was going on that time. So these are the things. Both our children, I was not there when they were born. I was not, and this is a story of each and every one of us. Each and every soldier, officer, Jawan. Both the children I was not there. Both the children when they went to school I was not there. When they did their schooling I was not there. When they went to college I was not there. And like I was saying yesterday, my wife has seen my death news on the television twice. Once when she was 8 months in the pregnancy. So that is a small little thing which we do. We don't go to the town to announce these things. No soldier goes to the town to announce these things. He does it quietly because he has volunteered to do it. Uske dil mein hai. There are soldiers who are 5th generation serving the defense forces. And they do it with pride. There are villages where each household has a soldier serving in the Army, Navy or Air Force or the paramilitary forces. These are the families, these are the people, these are the men and women who keep us safe. And these are the men and women we must salute today on 80th Independence Day. A point was made about our ancestral history, our culture, our heritage. You know, Sindhu River was being spoken by Ambassador Ghosh. 5000 साल पुरानी सभ्यता के वंशज हैं हम. We are the descendants of 5000 years of civilization, and that brings in responsibilities. That brings in courage. We have never attacked anyone in the history. We have always been a peaceful nation. And Operation Sindoor has proved, if anyone interferes with us, we will hit, and we will hit so bad that in 4 days a nuclear state would come down to knees begging for ceasefire. That is India for us. Our history, our culture, our religion, our faith, our beliefs, our community living. You know, women equality, buzzword for last few odd years or 100 odd years. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said more than 500 years ago, "So kyo manda boliye jit jamme rajan." Why call her bad who has given birth to the kings? This is our culture. We respect our women, we respect their mothers, daughters, sisters. जी करके बुलाते हैं हम तो वो हैं जो मिट्टी को भी मां बोलते हैं, धरती माता. our values cannot be matched because our values come from this shared community and heritage of 5,000 years of living. The Sindhu River Indus Valley civilization. How can just change of a passport change us? It cannot change us. That's why you are here today. You are only adding to the value systems of the country wherever you go and stay. And as was being shown on the screen, Indian diaspora is doing that to the American value system, American economy and American pride. And it is so good to see this. As America and India being friends for ages, we will continue to grow together and we will continue to benefit from each other's value systems, each other's way of life, and contribute in each other's progress. And that is where the shared development, and as it will say, Kutumbam, that world is a village and world is a family. We have that feeling. That is our value systems. And a word about Operation Sindoor, since a few words were mentioned here. It was said that military retaliated and carried out the strikes. Nations go to war. Nations go to war, militaries only fight on the borders. Diplomats fight in the international arena. Politicians fight on the domestic arena. Economists will fight on the economic front. Make sure there is no dearth of reserves and other things. Teachers will fight in the classroom trying to tell the young students, it's a just war. We are not the aggressors. It's a war which has been brought on us and we will fight it and will fight it well. So every Indian in uniform or out of uniform is contributing to nation building, is contributing to the war effort, and the result is what happened in Operation Sindoor. 88 hours, 4 days, and a nuclear power begging for ceasefire. Yes. That is India. That is India. So I will once again say this. As Indian diaspora, Indians outside India, you are contributing to the country where you live with India in your heart, Indianness in your heart, the Indian values in your heart, and Indian beliefs in your heart. Your heart beats for India, your heart beats in USA. So it is a dual responsibility, and it's so wonderful to see you are doing it so well. Thank you. Stay blessed. Stay happy, stay cheerful, stay healthy, stay Indian. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, General Sahab. It was very enlightening, and we are so honored, blessed, and privileged that you are here with us celebrating India's 80th Independence Day celebration on a time when we are also celebrating 250 years of America freedom and honoring and celebrating 150 years of Vande Mataram in the city where in 1893 Vivekanand ji came. Thank you.